demonic energy that will slaughter you first. Before I give you the curse with the mark of the beast, don't bother calling a priest. Believe your family deceased and make you question your belief. And don't try to run, and don't bother grabbing a gun, cause we thrive inside your mind and make you blow out your tongue. There is no escape and no debate. The apocalypse of time is ours to take. And when you're thinking of speaking, hold your tongue, cause you're sinking in the presence of this demon deacon.
Hey YouTube, what's that one for right here? So, I just hit my first meager, but everybody's got to start somewhere type milestone here on YouTube. As of the making of this video, I have 26 subscribers. Cheers to you guys. Thank you very much for subscribing. Much appreciated. Here's to you. So, of course, as customary, here's 5 shout-outs to some of my subscribers. Hope you guys enjoy.
I was furious about my situation. I was asking why God abandoned me, why He ignored me, and am I useless? I was wondering. One day I met this guy. I never saw him before, and I never saw him after that. He sat there very calmly and listened to my story. Then he said, I have no idea about God, but I have a question. Is it really your fault if you call a number without answer if there is no one on the other side able to pick up? I went away in silence and thought about this for a while. And then something in my head started to work. It felt like some rusty gear that got sent into motion again. If no one would be there, it would not matter who I was or what I did. No one would ever pick up. But if no one was there, why would I go on calling? After that, reasoning arguments started to spread in my mind like a wildfire. There was no love of God in tsunamis. There was no higher moral in the Bible, and the Vatican was rather a good example of how to love little boys than how to love your next. Without God, life made sense.
According to the Christian faith, I'm destined to an eternity of having sharp hot objects rammed up my jacksie, whereas Kevin gets to go to heaven, which, admittedly, sounds pretty fucking awful, what with all the praising and groveling and such. But that's not the point. That is the keyboard monkey I represent, regard myself as a pretty decent chap. I do have my little peccadilloes, such as the odd job or two paid in cash and not declared. I tend to support the Scottish distillery industry a little too enthusiastically. I even own a copy of Madonna's American Life. In my defense, I do beat myself after listening to it. Which part of me I beat is, of course, none of your damn business.
We have been, for millennia, trapped within a cage of the mind and heart. One built, in tragic irony, from the very drive that makes us human. The drive that could have set us free, instead of imprisoning us. Scared, small, and alone, with no one to aid us in finding the answers that we wanted so desperately. Terrified of death and dark and the wrath of our home, we created false, comforting answers for ourselves. Death was removed from the world and replaced with new life. The fury and grandeur of Earth became the personalities of living entities whom we could hope to appease. And for a time, all perhaps was well. But the desperation with which we clung to our cherished beliefs in our infant ignorance drove us to defend them ferociously. And our inborn in-group mentality, our warlike nature, was strengthened by the conviction of our beliefs against others. And our beliefs, born of fear, were injected with a hate that would never be removed. The religions divided and warred and conquered, nations rose and fell. We fell into enmities that lasted 1,000 years. The primal nature of man, stretching back through evolutionary time to the beginning of life, played a great role. But always there was the shadow of those strong, irrational beliefs from the time when we were but fearful children, hiding under the bed sheets from the monster in the closet.
I just want to talk about society. Why do people in society do things that they do? Like, why don't people question society and society's values? People are just brainwashed by what society says, and they don't really ever think about why they're doing things that they do. For example, gender roles. Why is it necessary that girls should wear pink dresses and that boys should go play with trucks? Like, why can't people just do what they want to do because they want it? People just happen to fall into the rules that society lays out for them, and it really annoys me that people don't have the freedom just to do what they want. They don't question society and why they just don't question why they have to do these things.
Thing is, we spend all this time trying to appease the mountain spirit, but nobody ever asks if there is a mountain spirit. There is mountain spirit. I'm thinking maybe it's like the tides. I mean, we don't have to do a dance to make the tides come in. The tides come in, the tides go out, and no amount of dancing or throwing food away is going to stop that. Tide come because moon. Yeah, I know. That's my point. The tides are natural. Maybe the ground shakes because of some natural process that we don't understand. Maybe it's not as obvious because it doesn't happen on a regular cycle like the tides. Maybe there's some huge underground fire or something. If that's true, then burnt offerings aren't going to help. Maybe, but what harm? Well, resources are pretty scarce, and we don't want to waste them throwing them down a mountain. I mean, for goodness sake, I'd over there even wanted to try throwing in a woman. I'd like a woman, maybe spirit like woman.
Alright, yeah, so like I said, just a quick shout out to some of my subscribers. Thank you very much, everybody, for subscribing. Much appreciated. You can find links to everybody's channels in their respective order down below, of course. Anyways, until next time, have a good one.